for death. my goodness. Do I spy a Twitch chat and a YouTube chat? Holy shit, who could have predicted this? How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Woohoo. Oh god, everyone is screaming in chat. Hi, hello, hi Pixel, hi. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. I am a little bit low energy because I just got off work. Had a longer day than I expected because I got called in early, but it's fine. We're here to, play the certified doohickey gun, the Lamat Carbine Marksman with FMJ. My goodness. Been playing this thing for the last week. It was pretty fun. Is it a weapon I'd run all the time? No. Is it the best sniper in the game? No. But I think it's kind of neat. Because the good part is you got a shotgun, and if you bring a pistol, I'm bringing the conversion pistol with FMJ for more ammo. Sometimes people just get close and just throw it in shotgun mode and use it as a worse Romero, and that's kind of funny. It's very standard tools and consumables. I am bringing a beetle because I like having beetles with my what's it called, with my snipey loadout, so I can kind of see where people are, and it's nice just to be able to pop a beetle on someone then push them with the shotgun. But yeah, let's go ahead. So it was a hunter that survived last time, so I have a couple of traits here. I want Surefoot. Yeah, I want Surefoot because then I can get that pack mule. Cool. Did you see the hunt teasers? Yeah, I saw there was something new that was posted. Let me pull up like the hunt Twitter. We can talk about. They've been posting like very cryptic teasers. Oh, is Twitter down? I think Twitter might be down. Twitter's not. Oh, it's making me sign up. Hello? Is my computer just bugging out? What's going on? Nope, Twitter was just bugging out. Okay, we're good. Yeah, let me pull up the official hunt Twitter. Pull this up here. Yeah, we got this thing. Yeah, wrists like iron, bang, bang, bang. Hit him with the haymaker, make the fans roar. It sounds like something like, I mean, haymaker's a gun, but I feel like this is something with like melee, maybe punching. I mean, a haymaker in boxing's like a, that's like a boxing move. The hit him with the haymaker is usually like some sort of punch. I don't know. Maybe this is a new trait for like unarmed combat. Could be kind of neat. I don't know. We have people. New target? How do you get new target from this? Sorry. Fanning haymaker? I doubt it, but I don't know. It's fix solo neck. God, okay, I'm not gonna look at that anymore. Solo necros. Okay, what? Anyways, I think it's gonna be some like kind of a goofy trait, maybe like unarmed damage. Could be neat. Don't know if there'll be something. I mean, usually when they're advertising stuff like this, so it's more for like the more prominent, like less kind of goofy gameplay stuff, more serious additions to the game. So I don't really know what it's gonna be. Pistol whip, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's increased damage with like brawler. Well, like, increased melee damage doesn't make sense though because Berserker's in the game. Fanning for stuff like precision variants or 2-slot pistols. I doubt it because I don't think anyone's asking for that. I really don't think anyone's asking for that. And I don't think that's like, I do agree that precision pistols maybe aren't performing the best right now compared to like short rifles, but I don't think that that's something that we need in the game. I feel like if we're gonna buff those weapons, there's better ways to buff them. You think anyone asked for a lot of stuff in this game? No, but in the last update that they've done in Crytek, it seems to be kind of going on like a new path here of more listening to the player base and adding things that the community is asking for. Especially in this last update, I don't think they would put something weird like this in. I don't know. It feel I don't think it would be any, I don't think it's anything fanning related. The bang 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 is interesting. I kind of hope it's not fanning stuff because I feel like we have enough like fast firing stuff in the game. I think again, when fanning is maybe a little too strong is when the game is fanning is just annoying to play against. I don't know. My guess is it's going to be something like wrists of iron. What does that mean? People are saying maybe recoil control. I don't know. I'm right. I'm going to come back here and gloat. Okay. I don't think it's anything with fanning. Fanning on 2-slot pistols just feels weird. I don't see why they would do that, because then that would just be like, there would have to be some sort of drawback and not just, oh, it's a 2-slot, so you need fucking quartermaster to run it with your rifle. Like, no, that's not that's not a significant enough drawback, I feel. Like it would need something else, because otherwise what's stopping it from just getting quartermaster is just like a direct upgrade, right? I don't know, it feels weird. I mean, you could argue that like just precision pistols are kind of a direct upgrade for like shotgun loadouts, maybe. But I don't know. Wrist versus fist makes me think fanning would be happier for better 2-slot melee damage. I don't think we would need a trait for that though. Why wouldn't they just buff that? Having a whole trait for that feels weird. The last thing I need when I'm running a shotgun is fanning. True. That is true. Money's on fanning for 2 slots. I don't know what else it could be. Like, I understand the logic here. I just don't know why Crytek would do that. I feel like fanning is in a fine place right now. I don't feel like we need to be adding it onto other weapons. Unless this is just going to be like an Obrez match situation and they're just adding something that's just like, I don't know. They're just adding something that's like, cool, here's something nobody asked for, and it's completely like redundant and kind of dumb. Could be reduced sway recoil with dual wheels. Yeah, it could be something with like reducing recoil. Wrists of iron, maybe reducing the kickback on weapons. I don't know if that's something that we need right now. I guess it would have to be like, we'd have to see like what weapons it affects. Because if it affects all weapons, that means it could affect something like, you know, the Aftermath, the Cyclone, which I don't feel like they would do considering that they, you know, recently like reverted the, oh my god, they recently like reverted the recoil reduction that they did for the Cyclone during the Murder Circus, because they saw it was kind of overperforming. It was a little too strong. Take the heavy knife because you like it. This is just a regular knife, but I do occasionally take the heavy knife. I just like it. It has some cool skins. I like variety in my melee weapons. Want it to be martialist for the baseball bat, but I just want that. Yeah, I don't think it's anything like melee weapon-y. Well, I don't know, because I feel like it might have something to do with melee, because it's like, I don't know. It said like the Haymaker, which again is a gun in the game, sure, but I don't think that's what they were referencing. And again, I don't know why, like if they were just adding fanning to... I'm gonna go north, I don't want to go to Myers Folly for first game. If they were just adding like 2-slot fanning, like why would they need to make a second trait for it? Assuming that's what that is, or maybe they're just showing traits to be like, ooh, it is something to do with a trait. I'm not sure. Love to see more martialist use. Yeah, I think some more martialist use could be an interesting idea. I don't really know what they would do too much with it, but there's definitely something something could be made there. Maybe like a really heavy like overhead swing for the baseball bat that just does a ton of damage. It's like a boss shredder. Even though the baseball bat's already kind of a boss shredder, but... Hey, Half-Wolf, still in the hostel. Currently my boyfriend from across the country is next to me. That's nice. Tell him I said hi. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Not hipfire or hipfire, not recoil, pseudo crackshot or something. I really hope it's not crackshot. Like, in any sense of the word, I hope it is not crackshot, even if it is greatly reduced. Crackshot was a very annoying trait to play against. It was a fundamentally flawed trait that I don't think Crytek looked at how it would affect every weapon, leading to shit like the Nitro becoming a fucking, you know, one-shot cheese cannon, and that was a problem. So I really hope Crackshot never comes back to the game. Because, like, not only was it just really good for doing stuff like that, but it also just encouraged people to use, you know, more spammy stuff, like levering. Like, we saw a huge increase in levering, dual wielding, fanning for that entire event just because Crackshot was just that good. Yeah, we don't need Crackshot. Oh, Blademancer to be part of vanilla? I agree. I think Blademancer, it's about time. It'd be funny if they brought it back as an event trait, like a third time in a row. I hope that's not what happens, but it'd be funny if it did. Like, personally, I don't care. I don't really use a lot of stuff that, like, needs Blademancer. Maybe the crossbow occasionally, maybe a bow occasionally, but, like, I'm not someone who's been taking a lot of throwing weapons lately, and I don't know. But I do agree that it is probably time for it to just be in the base game. I feel like when it's been released, it's been in a good spot. Just hand it over already. What do we think would be like? I'd say it's probably like a 2 or a 3-pointer. I don't think it's a 1-pointer, but... Now, Scrappy. Take that hammer. No, I will take that hammer. You? Oh, this is... Ooh. Didn't realize that was closed like that. You're still down here? Hi. Let's go ahead and use this right now. Actually, I think I've decided. Yeah, I don't really know what it could be. Again, I don't think... I hope that it's not fanning for 2 slots. Because again, I just don't think that's what the game needs right now. Again, I want to have faith in Crytek, but then they added stuff like the Ober's match, and... Well, even though we didn't need that, like, it was... At least it wasn't fundamentally, like, broken. It was just really underwhelming. Oh, you are not happy. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm just not sure what it would really be. The game right now is arguably in a better state than it has been for a while. Why change stuff? Yeah, like, I do agree that that maybe precision pistols could use some sort of buff. I think that's fine. because comparatively to like short rifles, they kind of are lacking a little bit, especially in like the damage range department. I think this could be a situation where Crytek just says like, you know what, fuck it, let's just maybe they start looking at making like damage drop off over range like not a universal thing for ammo types. Like maybe it's something we start to look at on a weapon by weapon basis and have that be its own stat. I think that could actually be like a nice way of balancing things, because that's just another thing that they could use to differentiate weapons. You know, like maybe the difference between, say, like the Scotfield and the Scotfield Precision, even though it wouldn't really make that much sense, is just the Scotfield Precision has a little bit of extra damage range, like 5 meters or something. Or to put some differentiation between like long ammo rifles, to maybe drop the Krag down a notch or two, have the Sparks and the Martini, like those heavy hitters, still be, you know, like have their damage range still maintained out to about like, you know, 40 meters where it currently is, but maybe for the Krag it drops down to like 30 or 25, you know? And just have that be its own stat. Because I understand like why they don't want to do this, or why it's been the way that it's been for so long. Just because they want to have that consistency, and you know what you're kind of getting when you equip a weapon. However, I feel like we're getting to the point where there's just so many weapons in the game that this could be like, oh, we have enough stats for each weapon already. It's a lot right now. Yeah, I don't think this is something that could be like, I don't know, because this is like a pretty simple thing to understand. It's not like a crazy, I don't know. I think it's fine because it's something that's already in the game, you know? It's something you already kind of have to be aware of. It's not like, you know, them adding something like bullet drop where it just kind of came out of nowhere and there was nothing like that in the game, at least for, you know, like just regular ballistic firearms. Then it could also show, like, I don't know, it'd be a nice visual indicator too if we just have that on the stat screen for things like FMJ ammo. FMJ ammo is, you know, pretty, that's like the biggest reason to take it, is it extends that damage range. But it doesn't say that anywhere, or at least if it does, it doesn't tell you by how much, right? Clear. Are they coming up? They're just hanging out there. I'm just gonna take this and get out. That is blocked. I could go around, but it does mention the comparison menu. I don't think it does, because that's not a stat that's shown. Damage drop-off isn't a stat that's shown. It's just something that exists in the game, and if you know the ranges for it, you know the ranges for it. Right? Well, we'll check after this once I get out here, but I don't think it shows it anywhere. I think it says in the description of FMJ that it does that, but I don't think it ever shows it anywhere. Wiggling your head around, please. Cyclone next round, probably change the site because we're done. It will go back to the previous shot. I'm not playing the Cyclone this week. I am very much like I play my loadout that I have assigned, because I can like get footage for it for a video, so I'll probably play the Cyclone at some point. It's on my list of like things that I want to run, but I don't think it's not going to be this week. I don't think it's going to be next week either. Hey Salty, how's it going? Yeah, I have my list of things that I want to run. Cyclone's definitely on there, because it's been forever since I've touched the Cyclone, but I don't know, just haven't really been feeling it lately, and I have an idea for what I want to do next week, so It is not the cyclone. Yeah, I think adjusting damage range based off of weapons, like, I don't know, because that could kind of carve out some new niches for things too. You know, maybe there's like a medium ammo rifle, maybe like the, I don't know, maybe something like the 65 carbine. Or if we were to add something like, I know a lot of people have asked, or have kind of been asking for like a medium ammo like Carcano rifle, which sounds cool. I just don't know what, like, I don't know what niche it would fill. But maybe if they make it so it has like a long ammo or like current long ammo levels of like damage retention, that could be kind of neat. I don't know. Maybe, you know, the Cyclone, because it has a shorter barrel, it fires faster, and that's the trade-off between it and the Vetterlies, that, you know, maybe it has like 5 meters less effective damage range. I don't know. I think there's a lot they could do with this. And I don't think it would be too confusing, personally. Because again, it's not like they're just adding in an entirely brand new mechanic. This mechanic exists in the game right now. It's been in the game since forever. But I think it's just something that, like, I don't know. It's something that I think could be tweaked, because again, right now it is just like across the board uniform. But we could potentially change that. A lot of other things are different between weapons, and that's what kind of gives them their identity. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look here and see if it shows, because I'm fairly certain damage range is not... Yeah, it's not on here. There's drop range, which is for bullet drop, and damage, which is for, you know, just the flat damage. If we look at the ammo too, yeah, there isn't anything that says here. Better retains damage over distance, which is there. That's good. That's good that they say that. But it's not shown by how much. It's not shown what the base is. It just tells you that it does that. So unless you are someone, you know, who looks it up or goes into the firing range and tests it yourself, there's no way of knowing exactly how much benefit you're getting from this, right? I don't know. I think it could be it could be something that we maybe look at. Maybe they like morph melee damage and heavy damage like in a UI sense together, and then it doesn't look too weird, but I don't know. Didn't realize FJ affects vertical recoil. Yeah, that's a relatively, not relatively new. It's with 2.0, but it didn't used to do that. It's only in the last year that they've done that, so it does affect that. Obviously, it affects your drop range, and obviously affects your muzzle velocity. It also increases your penetration. So let's get some traits here. That's Greyhound, and we'll take, I guess we'll take steady aim as well. Might come in handy. Weapon-based drop-off would make sense considering every gun fires a different bullet. They're just kind of all lumped together. Yeah, I like that's what I'm thinking. It's not like, it makes sense that different weapons would have different drop-offs, and I think they could leverage that to, you know, slot guns into certain niches. Like, again, the thing with the Krag is that the Krag is just a fucking monster, and there's no reason not to run the Krag. Like, assuming you're shooting within your effective damage range of 440 meters, there's no reason not to run the Krag over something like the Mosin, over something like, obviously you want Spitzer or whatnot, but just base ammo. That's why the Krag was so dominant, is because you have that much faster fire rate and more ammo. And again, as long as you're within that 40 meters, which is a pretty generous range to be within, that's like most compound fights. You know, it didn't matter if you shot them with as long as they were missing a bar, it would still do that to 126. It would still kill them. Like obviously the sort of one-shot range, if you're missing a bar, because other weapons do more damage, like the sparks would have, you know, a longer effective range where it could body shot someone and still down them. But I don't know. I feel like it's just something like you could kind of slot weapons maybe more into it. Maybe the Labelle has like a quite a maybe something that the Sparks has like a 50-meter damage range, like something crazy like that. But it's single shot. It's, you know, harder to really it's harder to make that work. I feel like that wouldn't be too bad, or maybe 45 would be the upper limits. I don't know. And again, maybe the Crag drops down from like 40 to like 30 or even 25. And it really reinforces like this is an aggressive long ammo rifle that shoots fast, and you have quite a bit of ammo with it. I think does it still have more ammo than cancel this for a sec, I want to see. I'm pretty sure the Crag still has more ammo than or at least the same amount of ammo as other long ammo rifles, right? Yeah, where's the Crag? The Crag has 16, or I guess it starts off with, so you can get 16 bullets if you reload it and find stuff, versus like the Mosin, which just has 15. So it's about the same, more or less, but yeah, only one extra. Because they did nerf it. It used to have like 2 or 3 extra, but then they did nerf it, so. How do you feel about the infinite headshot range? Giving up a stat felt so strange. Yeah, I was a little concerned about it. Honestly, though, I think with bullet drop being in the game, it's fine. I think it's fine. It makes a lot of weapons more viable, I would say. Certain weapons like the Silent Bornheim, for example, having a 42-meter effective headshot range. Getting soft headshots was like one of the most, it was funny, but it was like one of the most frustrating feelings. It was like, wow, you know, you should have killed someone. I think it makes weapons a lot better. It makes certain weapons a lot better. I like it. I think it's fine in the game right now, considering bullet drop. If bullet drop didn't exist, yeah, we maybe have some more issues with that. But I feel like since bullet drop has been introduced, there's a lot less snipers, and I think again, like kind of the compact ammo snipers where you can just chuck bullets at someone's head, you know, with high velocity ammo. I feel like if bullet drop wasn't in the game with that, that would be maybe a little bit more of an issue. But I think because bullet drop exists, it's a fine change. I was a little nervous about it, but it's whatever. It's a non-issue. It's not. It's a good thing, I would say. Stat clarity is a long way to go. I've seen Roblox games that implement damage drop-off charts and other useful info too. Yeah, like I don't think that damage drop-off being implemented would be necessarily a bad thing. I think it is actually like I think this is a good way, considering again, Hunt has so many weapons, and especially for rifles, it's getting kind of harder to find different niches for them without balancing by extremes. And I like things that are balanced by extremes. Take like the 65 carbine, for example. 65 carbine, you know, it has quite a lot of good stats to it. It has good ammo. It has really good damage. But it's cheap as well. It's dirt cheap. But it has that super slow muzzle velocity. And I really hope that Crytek never ever gives it high velocity or anything that increases the velocity, because I think that having that super slow velocity is what makes it unique. And I think that's good. You know? But I understand that not all weapons that are balanced by extremes are going to be very hit or miss among the population. You know, looking at things like the 65 carbine. A lot of people like it because it's really cheap and it's good for like bounty clash and like very close range engagements like that. However, I know a lot of people fucking hate the thing because it's got a very slow velocity. It's a lot harder to use at range. I understand that. So I think that having some weapons that are maybe like, people want just a nice all-arounder gun. And I think we have a lot of those in the game, but I think a lot of them are starting to overlap now. especially long ammo rifles. Like I said, there's not really that much of a difference between a Mosin and a Lebel and a Berthier and a Krag. Like there are standout features, but like there's not that many differences. It really does come down to personal preference, to be quite honest with you. But I think again, kind of they're pretty like one size fits all. And I think slotting certain weapons into those, like using damage drop off to kind of slot people into, or slot weapons into a more well-defined like role, and using that as a way to balance things, using damage drop off as a way to balance things, I think it makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. Again, like they could add something, like people have been asking for a Carcano rifle. You could add a Carcano rifle, and maybe its benefit is that it has like maybe slightly above average velocity and really good damage drop off. You know, maybe like I said, like medium ammo rifles in the game right now have about 30 meters effective damage range. And maybe the Carcano has like 35 or 40. You know, it has those extra meters to it. I feel like that's not, like it's definitely an upside. It's something to consider because it retains that damage better. You might not need something like FMJ nearly as much. But it's still like, it's not something crazy. It's not something super ultra game breaking, right? I don't know. I think it could be cool. I think that's I like this idea of balancing. God, this really just does want to make me want to do like a, here's my ideal like hunt update video, because I feel like we've had some pretty good ideas. I've had some very good ideas over the last like couple of streams we've just been talking about it. It also helped balance between ammo types, making long ammo virtually just a punishment to put the best. Making long ammo virtually just a punishment to put on the best guns by lowering the ammo you get from them. Yeah, it could be, but again, long ammo typically has like higher damage and higher penetration. I think keeping penetration is a value thing. Obviously, FMJ exists, and I don't know. It would be interesting to see how FMJ interacts with this change if it were to go through. Sure. Because again, if we're talking about like, you know, maybe putting the Sparks or the Martini up to like 50 meters damage range, that would be kind of crazy. I'd be down for it. It'd also mean you get like 60 meters damage range with a oh, it's red. You can get like 60 meters damage range with something like FMJ on the Sparks. Oh, Butcher, you would do that, wouldn't you? Really lonely right now. One's still out over here, though. I hear someone on the ladder. I can get her from there. Yeah, I can. Trying to get her through the wall. Get him, Butcher. They'll come around here eventually. They're not really fighting Butcher, so... Fuck, he dropped down. Damn. Was he behind me that entire time? Damn it, I thought I could make it inside. Wonder where he came from. Oh, you know what? He probably heard me drop down because I think he was on the other side playing around like the slide doors. So he probably heard me drop down and peek around the corner. Oh well, I have death cheat, so it's fine. You need to stop writing such rambly paragraphs. Always put something that makes Ari misspeaks. And then you put in like a fucking 3-liner. I'm gonna read it and I'm not gonna fuck it up. Yeah, but I mean, if you can have compact ammo that doesn't lose damage up to 40 meters instead of the 20 or so I think it starts with, the only difference long ammo would make is default pen and how little you get from ammo boxes. See, I can read things. It's just when I'm playing the game, I'm also like half focusing. So... I can read things. I don't always misspeak, only most of the time. The stronger both pros and cons whole class of ammo has, the harder it's going to be to balance guns, I think. Or guns around it, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's hard because... Again, long ammo has always been like one of the best ammo types in the game. And I do think that typically, like, I'm not saying that we should have like, you know, all weapons start at a baseline. I think that generally, like long ammo should be towards the better end of the damage retention spectrum, and compact should still be towards the lower end. But I do think that there's like, again, with their like starting values, with compact at 20, medium at 30, at least for rifles, and long at 40, I think there's probably about like we can probably do like 10 degrees other, both like forwards and backwards on either side of variation, and I don't think that would upset people too much. And I think it would also kind of help bridge the gap between long and medium ammo. I think medium ammo is in a better place right now since they have increased it to 30 meters. But again, you could maybe look at upping something to like 35 or hell, even 40. And I don't think that would break like 40 would obviously be the 10 meters either. The 10 meters on either side would be like the extremes. Like you are giving that gun quite a considerable advantage. And that's quite a few extra meters, right? But again, I just think that it would make... I think it would make balancing guns a little more easier, and it would introduce like a new sort of niche that a weapon could hold, without it being... I don't know, without making it like less fun to use, you know? Seeing as nothing can one-tap outside of headshots, I do feel like penetration is the only real advantage within 10 meters. Yeah, well, debatable, because there's other aspects that are typically associated with certain ammo type guns, like compact ammo rifles typically fire faster than long ammo rifles, right? You know, like a marathon with Iron Eye shoots way faster than a fucking like Lebel with Iron Eye. So in those 10 meters, the marathon's probably gonna win. Assuming you're both hitting chest shots, right? I don't know. I think 10 meters either side, 10 meters of variation, either more or less than the current state, I think that'd be fine to balance by. I think that would be more than fine to balance by. Because I don't know, you could have something like maybe, you could maybe take something like the Winnie, which has a fairly long barrel, and maybe it has like 25 or 28 meters of effective range before drop off, because it has a much longer barrel than like the Lamat carbine. And the trade-off with the Lamat carbine being, you know, having that shotgun barrel is that, you know, maybe it's still around 20, or maybe it's a little bit lower than that. I don't know. Not saying we need to nerf things right now, because I think most of the weapons are in a pretty good spot right now. Or same could be done with like the drilling too, like trading out that versatility, and making it like slightly worse than its competition in terms of being like a rifle, you know, because you have that added versatility. That could also maybe be like cause for like a drilling price drop, because I feel like, you know, $500 is pretty expensive. The drilling's very good, but I don't know if they were to drop the damage range on it down to like 25 or hell even 20, but then they also drop the price down to like, I don't know, 350. I feel like that would be okay, you know. Yeah, because the drilling also has like high velocity ammo too. Like you can go for headshots. It can be used at range. I don't know. Like I think this would be an across the board shuffle, and I think it would be a lot of effort on Crytek's part. And I'm just thinking of like a couple of ideas just off the rip right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is something that they could feasibly balance around, and I think it would be beneficial for the game in the long run. I wouldn't expect it to be perfect right off the bat. I either expect it to be like a very underwhelming change, or maybe there's like one or two outliers that are just like completely busted. But I think if they were to make this change, give it like a couple of updates, and I feel like it would be a really good change, you know? We agree there should be more than 2 damage between them. Oh. Hello. I don't think they like me very much. There's someone over there. Oh my! Ooh. How many people are here? The fuck? How many people are here? Boss wasn't here. Burning me, okay, of course. I do think that, like, just on the topic of balancing changes, we'll talk about this once this fight is over, but I do think that burning is something that kind of needs to be looked at, or at least how easy it is to burn. Do I try and pick up from this? Let's try it. Oh, I didn't buy Necro back? No, I didn't. Oh, right, because this is a Death Cheat Hunter. Oops. How many people are here, though? I just want to see, because are they... I don't think they were fighting. They were, like, incredibly spread out. You know, there are more people around because they are. It's red right now. I heard something red. Yes, there's a duo just chilling here. I just walked into a crazy team fight, but had yet to happen. Anyways, I think that how easy it is to burn definitely needs to be something to take into consideration. I think just having flare guns and fusies be oh, hi Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart. Come here, I got you. You're gonna say hi to Twitch chat now. And YouTube chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. Alright. I'm gonna touch the microphone so it doesn't get all staticky for you. It doesn't zap you. No, you're okay. Come here. Say hi. Say hello. It was her birthday a week ago. As of tomorrow, it was on the 11th. It was her birthday. I need everyone to wish her a very happy birthday right now, even if it's just a late one. My little baby angel, she's 1 year old. Mwah. Mwah. Yes, I love you, Pop-Tart. Hi. Okay. You want to go? All right. Don't call her a disgusting animal. She's only a regular animal. She's clean. See, Pop-Tart, look at all the people saying hello and happy birthday. They love you, sweetie. Mwah. You can go. I know you want to go play. Go play. Go play. Go have fun. What was I saying? Oh yeah, burning. I think burning is something that should maybe be looked at too. I think that in its current state, it is a little bit too easy to just bring a flare gun and burn people. And I think that is like... I think that the flare gun has like basically overshadowed things like the firebomb. Hellfire is different because Hellfire can be used a lot more offensively, but like I kind of miss the days where it was like if you wanted to burn someone, you needed to bring a firebomb or you needed to bring like I don't know. I think the Dragon's Breath change and like the Star Shell change was a good thing. But I do kind of miss where like you had to look for lanterns or do something. I don't know. Yeah, lanterns or a firebomb, or they had to like die next to a yellow barrel or something. But the flare gun and the fusies just makes it way too easy to insta-burn, and it makes it basically like... I feel like it makes it basically... It's a lot lower risk, you know? Because you can just down someone, whip out your flare gun, bam, done. You can do it from super long... You can do it from like 50 plus meters away if you are good with the arc. With a flare gun. At least make them bring the fuse that you have to throw. I feel like fusies though aren't... That's not the issue though. The issue is not that you have to throw them. Like again, the flare gun being able to shoot it from super long distance is kind of a, you know, is a bit of a pain to deal with because again, someone can just sit from like 30 meters away and just boop. I'd like to see the flare gun get obscene projectile deviation. Again, I don't think it's the issue of like actually landing the burn. It's just the fact that you have so many shots to burn with. You know? I don't know. I struggle to figure out what like the flare gun and fusies would actually like do if we did change them, but double tap flare guns with bodies would make me happy. I'd just like to see it removed altogether, to be honest, and give the flare gun and fusee some other issue, or not issue, some other benefit to bringing them. Charcoal them, then fire. Give it new issues. Don't say give it. What's what I meant to say? That's not what I meant to say. Yeah, the range that you can burn from is pretty insane. I don't know. I just think that again, like, I feel like if you want to burn you need to bring like a firebomb or take the time to find a lantern, or just have someone get like very, you know, unlucky with where they sit, where they die. So make them worse at burning, like insanely slow. Yeah, you could. I don't know, that could be something, but then again, like, I feel like if we make them worse for burning, I mean, I don't know, it would still be like burning in a tool slot, which you wouldn't have with a fireball. Discussing burning issues. We're just kind of discussing a lot of potential balancing things that Crytek could do with the game that we'd like to see. I think burning is something that people would like to see, at least looked at, because it has kind of stayed in an untouched state for over a year now. So those are shootings. I always thought about being the source of fire, changing the speeds. Yeah, like changing the speeds depending on the source of the fire definitely is an idea. Are they they're fighting assassin in there. That's what it sounds like. Yes, they are fighting the assassin. Okay, you guys pump your ideas into the chat and we'll look at it after. Was I seeing someone just there? I think I was. Is that someone? No. That was someone running in front of the door, or in front of the window. Oh, shit. I think I can just shot from there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the windows out. Okay, 1 second. Really hard to see if there's anyone up there anymore. I doubt they're gonna try and peek these again. I crouched into that one. I actually just crouched into it. Fuck. Well, I traded with him. Good shots. I shouldn't have re-peeked that so often, but whatever. I'd just make it 2 speeds, lanterns and fire bombs, have accelerant. Flares would just make it like holding a match to your pants. Yeah, that could be. I do kind of like that idea. The more I think about it, the more it's just like, yeah, there's no reason why like shooting someone with a flare should burn them out just as quickly as them literally sitting in a puddle of fire. like flammable liquid. I don't think that I'd like to see fire. Like, I think flares should just have a much reduced burn time. Because I think if we increase the burn time, that would be maybe a little bit too much. I don't know, and maybe it stops once the flare is like has burned out, because flares don't last forever, right? Maybe we make it so a flare, once it lands somewhere, it only lasts for like 45 seconds or something. And then I don't know, and then you have to like maybe babysit a bit more. That would alleviate the need for choke bombs. And it would mean that people would have, like, you could kind of anticipate too if people are gonna go for another burn. Like if someone shoots a flare and then they're just kind of chilling, they're waiting, and you're like, okay, I think I know where they're gonna peek from. The flare burns out, and then you can be ready. It's like, okay, they're gonna try and go for a burn here again to try and burn this person out. I don't know. That's an idea. Don't take Greyhound. I like Determination with the knife, especially. Usually I do take Greyhound, but I'm taking Scopesmith instead. I much rather have Determination just so I can use my melee weapons a little bit faster. A little less waiting around. I diffuse myself when I burn someone. This would nerf me heavy. Me too, now that I think about it, but I don't really, I mean, I'm playing with a flare gun today, but I feel like I don't usually bring a flare gun. Like, lately I haven't been bringing it that often. I don't know. That would also mean that Dauntless would be, like, a way to stop people from burning out, too. There would be Dauntless counterplay there, which I do kind of like. If someone tries to burn you, like, there's more ways to put someone out if they are shot with a flare or a fusee, because then you could just, you know, you could just go and Dauntless it. You don't have to use a choke bomb or anything for it, right? I don't know. I kind of like that. What is the benefit of Dauntlessing the flare? For me, it's just like a stimulation thing. I don't like having the bright lights shining around me all the time. And the noise of the flare burning. So I just Dauntless everyone. Every flare or fusee that I shoot or that gets thrown at me, assuming it's safe to do so. But Dauntless unnecessary. High-fiving your down teammate puts them out right now. That is true. But if we're talking about just like having the flare like sit next to them, basically, or the fusee is burning them as long as it's active next to them, then I feel like high-fiving your teammate wouldn't do much, you know? Kind of in the same sense that, like, you know, you can't just high-five your teammate who's in a firebomb, right? Because they'll just catch fire again. I don't know, I like that counterplay to Dauntless. And it's not like asking people to bring, like, it's not like asking people to bring Dauntless is like a heavy ask or anything like that. We're asking you to take a 1-point trait if you really hate burning like that. Yep, it can keep you hidden, especially at night, that's true. I love Dauntless. Me too. It's my favorite trait in the entire game. It's the best trait in the entire game. Oh, birds. Racha too. Okay, cool. All right. I like Dauntless because diffusing dynamites make people go wild, just like getting throwing knife kills. Yeah, Dauntless is just like, not only is it just a very good trait, it's also just such a fucking cool trait. Like, someone goes to chuck a dynamite at you and you just stamp it out and then charge them down with a shotgun. Like, it's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. People don't expect it? Yeah, I feel like more people should expect it. I feel like Dauntless has definitely gone up in popularity as the years have gone by. Because people have just gotten like more bold with what they're willing to Dauntless. It used to be like people were saying, oh yeah, like don't bother Dauntlessing anything unless it's, you know, like a choke bomb. Oh, it's a bit on noir. I just go for Rotjaw. And I do have like the shotgun form for this, but let's see where Rotjaw is. How about? If I throw something that doesn't go off instantly, I shit my pants. You and probably everyone else in the community. Where is this Trace? Oh, she's like actually like right over towards. Well, she could be down at Catfish. I'm gonna grab that hammer again, and we'll go fight Rotjaw. Always cook your explosives? Yes. Sometimes I will hear someone like prep an explosive, like I'll hear them ignite a fuse on something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna Dauntless this. And then I hear them like cooking it a little bit too long. I'm like, oh, don't airburst it, don't airburst it. And then it gets like the 4-second timer. I'm like, okay, so I'm dead. Where did I drop that hammer? Okay, I guess I'm not bringing that hammer. Keep an eye out for another... There's another one, okay. I'm in a well-seasoned iron cast skillet, yes. Or cast iron skillet, yes. If your frag bombs aren't seasoned in a wok, then like, don't even talk to me. Yeah, Dauntless is just such a fun trait. I love Dauntless. And again, the plays that you can make with it, it's so cool. I think Rotjaw should be like right around here. Maybe. Or is she down? She might be down past. I guess I'm going to Chapel regardless of what happens, so. I'm just nervous because I definitely heard shooting from over here. I just don't know, like, why it stopped. Butcher hasn't been banished. I am worried I am maybe walking into a trap. I'll leave you over here by this big pile of logs. Stay there, axe. Rotjaw's around here and it's red, so... There's people inside fighting. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate around the back of the compound. I think that's my play. Since I spawned at Scupper, I doubt anyone else is gonna be coming over this way. Approaching from this way at all. This meathead being here kinda fucks things up for me. I might just go ahead and penny shot him real quick. He's gonna cause some issues for me. Rotjaw is right there. Definitely saw someone running just there. Ooh, yeah, okay. I think they might see me, chat. No. Gabby, are you okay? I just woke up and she's like groaning in pain. Oh. That works. Oh boy. Huh? The Ronin's back up? Yep, Ronin is back up. Oh, this meathead. This meathead is being quite a bother. Try and rotate around this side of the compound, I guess. Ah, shit. Oh, there goes my head. Damn. Yeah, this is an entirely new team? Shit. Yeah, the chamber spin did kind of set me off there, or did kind of mess me up. Place another one. I'm just gonna get sparked as soon as I stand up. Fuck, I'm out. Fuck, there I go. Damn it. I got put in such a sandwich there. Shit. Do you think there's ever going to be new AI enemies? Probably. I just don't think there's much that Crytek can really add to the game right now that would, like, I don't know. New wild target might be kind of interesting just to spice things up a bit. But in terms of just like actual enemies that are in the game, like just the standard AI that you come across, I don't think that's really something that's super high on Crytek's priority list right now. I could be wrong, but I just don't think there's much they could add to the game considering that like AI is kind of an afterthought, right? I guess I need guns. All right, one sec. I'm just gonna go check on Gabby because she was having a moment, so I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I just wanted to go check on Gabby because she is taking a little nap right now, and evening, but she's taking a little nap. But she had a crash today. She got a bike yesterday from my parents. They bought like this crappy little e-bike way back, like when e-bikes were like kind of first coming to the market, and they don't need it anymore, so they gave it to Gabby. Gabby went over the fucking handlebars at 35 kilometers an hour without a helmet today, because she like accidentally bumped the sidewalk, and it launched her. She's fine. She didn't hit her head. Her arm's just a little bit banged up because she landed on it. Um, yeah, she just woke up from her nap and was like groaning in pain, but she just slept on her leg weird and it was cramping. So yeah, we're buying Gabby a helmet, and because I said, hey, maybe let's not go like 35 kilometers. Let's maybe not max out the fucking like the speed on the bike and go 35 kilometers an hour. And she's at least like not until we have proper protective gear. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna go that fast again. I'm like, okay, I guess we're getting you a fucking helmet like ASAP. So yeah, she's fine though. She didn't hit her head, which is the big thing. So she's just a little bit sore. I got it. Basically, that's what she said. She basically just said like, I just won't do it again. Easy. Yes, very lucky. So yeah, she just scratched up her hand and her arm a little bit, but that's just a little scary. Might just mess with my dad and be like, hey, do you have any spare helmets? My dad's like a super, like he's super into bikes, so. I can see them crossing over here. Oh shit, do you think I can get them from the lighthouse? Probably not, but imagine. Imagine how funny it would be. It's not a window that I need. Runs. I think the clue's on the... Oh, no, there they are. Pretty sure the clue's on the other end of the compound. Oh! That guy is shitting his pants right now. With a Lamat carbine marksman, are you kidding me? Come on, buddy, peek your damn head. Legal? It's a sniper! It's... Oh, there's a third, too. Or is this another team, do we think? Oh, this has to be their third. Even if I don't, like, win this fight, even if this all just ends right now, then, like... Oh, shit. I am a problem. I think there's... Maybe, hold on. I think they're more over to the side here, though. I don't think there's anywhere I can see them from here. I didn't see where the pumpkin guy was shooting from. I'm gonna guess they're probably, like, not gonna peek this again. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just getting out of here. That's a crazy long distance shot, too. That has to be, like... How long is that? Well, we'll check the map afterwards, because we can actually check that. I'm pretty sure that's, like, well over 100 meters, though. I think it's 150 meters. I'm pretty sure. But again, we'll double check. Oh, Scrappy's here. Nice. Oh, please, man. Woo! Oh god, oh no. No! What? Fucked. I thought they were on the roof. They were not. And insta-burned. Okay. Where'd he go? What? Are we just not getting her up? What? Come on, penny shot. How much did I hit him for? 140. How much did the fucking... 8 damage. You're kidding. 140 from 3 meters. Oh, that's bad luck. Whatever. I got that crazy long distance snipe. Don't care. Still really funny. That's a YouTube short at least. Let's pull up the map here and see how long of a snipe that was. All right, we got the good old Hunt interactive map here. Let's go to Lawson. So I was standing here, and it would have been to all it about here. Yeah, because that's the like lower part, so it would have been like dead center there. There until there. 229 meters. That was an over 200 meter snipe. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. That's crazy. Like, we'll call it 225. How about? Because I was like on the very edge of it. It was about 225. Give or take a few meters. That is insane, though. 200-meter snipe with the Lamat carbine marksman. Holy fuck. This is why map knowledge is so good, too. Like, I heard them shooting, I'm like, oh, I can get a line of sight from the fucking lighthouse. Of course I can. Don't care if it has a scope, 100% illegal, go directly to jail, do not pass go. With a compact ammo rifle, too. That's so funny. That is something that you could not have been able to do, or you were not able to do until 2.0. That is, like, we were talking earlier about, like, oh, do you think that, like, infinite headshot range has, like, made certain weapons, like not good? No, because, like, it allows you to do shit like this, and that's really funny. That took, like, that was a lot of really good circumstance, and I'm surprised I got it on the first fucking shot, but like, how much, we have the clip here, how much did I have to fucking, how high up did I have to, like, aim above him? I was basically aiming, like, I was basically aiming, like, an entire body's width, like, above him. Holy shit, that was phenomenal. Best shot of the day. That dropped a full body length? It sure did. That's so funny. Let's grab Scopesmith, and let's grab Adrenaline, and let's get back in there. What do we have for time? 1 hour 30. I think we'll probably do, depending on how this one goes, this might be the last one. Might do 2 more. We'll see. If everyone's okay. Stuff like that's what makes me enjoy ratting to relax. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that was necessarily relaxing, but I would say that was very satisfying. Especially getting it from, like, the lighthouse, like, a very obvious, like, oh, this is a fucking sniper's perch. Like, yes, we'd love this. It's just one of those ones where it's like, it's just, it is just circumstance. I happen to have a scope. They happen to go to Ma. I happen to be right next to the lighthouse, and they happen to stand still for me long enough to line up a shot. Wonder if Compact would have even rendered to that distance before 1896. I'm not sure. I really don't know. And keep in mind, that was with FMJ too. I just want to stroke myself off a little bit more here. That was with FMJ, so that was increased drop and slower muzzle velocity. That was like a 415 meter muzzle velocity. Yeah, the stars aligned. I wonder where the clue was. Like, I wonder if there was any reason that they needed to go on that roof. I highly doubt it, but because it looked like the clue was maybe further back in the compound. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell at that distance with Darksight, though. I didn't see the clue anywhere out front, though. Yeah, all I know is that that person from now on, like anytime they go on that fucking ledge, they are going to be checking the lighthouse. They are going to be checking that fucking lighthouse for the rest of their damn lives. Hello, ducks. Did I see people? Shouldn't have taken that shot. Absolutely in no universe should I have taken that shot. I should have just let them pass. I'm pretty sure they had like a katana or a saber or something that looked quite, quite lengthy. They're in here. They're obviously just waiting around the corner for me to like push in because they're gonna melee rush me. Ooh, you want to melee rush me so bad. I know he's sitting in this corner. Oh, smell you. Oh wait, one's on the roof? Heard metal. I think one's on this roof out over here. No. Are they on this roof over here? Where are they on metal? Is there metal inside the building? Blue's not going off. I have a sniper scope, so... I really wish you wouldn't right now, Grunt, but okay. Why would you repeat that? Okay. Dead. People underestimate compact ammo snipers. Oh, well, there I go. Main art sniper. I can pick up from this, though. Ah, there was more people behind me. God damn it. Okay. Was this like, were these people on the same team? No, this is an entirely different trio. Was that... That's someone AFK, I think, or... Was that Ghostface on their team? Yes, that was their third. Okay, well, whatever. There were 3 teams. No, it was just 2. This guy is patiently waiting for his teammates to get back up. Shame. I definitely could have had that. I was kind of looking forward to a snipe off with Ghostface here, but still a very funny match. Oh well. Okay, we'll do one more. That poor guy did not realize. I don't think either of them realized that you can get up on that roof from. Like, I think they think the only way to get up there is either by vaulting a ton, like right underneath them, or by taking the ladder. They thought the rooftop was safe. I guess maybe that's karma for just staring at that guy for a little bit before pulling the trigger. I do wonder, like, I just need to check here. Was one of those people... Please tell me one of the people who like messaged near me. Oh, I can't see. Damn it. I really wonder who was the one who said, "I smell you." Because I really hope that it was the guy who fucking... It was the guy who I just got to sit next to for a second before blasting him. I should have wiped. No, that would be too... I've been toxic. It would be really funny if I said like, I smell you, and then fucking blown him away. Okay, anyway, I'm over it. It's fine. I'm getting all sorts of fucking silly clips with this. Silly clips with the silly gun. It's making sense now. Hydrate? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, last one, and then I'm gonna go make dinner because it's like 9 o'clock and I barely had anything to eat today, so one more and then it's dinner time. Win or lose, whether it's quick or slow, we will see. Gonna go eat my cat food. You guys are jealous. I'm getting wet food tonight. You guys are still out here eating your damn dry kibble. I get wet slop in my bowl. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear the noises that I'm making as I enjoy this bowl of wet food over the crunch of your damn dry kibble. I'm jealous I had dry food put in wet. I am getting that cat food straight from the tin where you like shake it upside down and it plops down and onto the plate and retains its form. That's the type of shit that I'm on. You aren't on this kitty cat grind set. I got dry food with a bit of water in it. I'm trying to feel bougie, but I just can't. I can't afford the wet food. Is it like it's like the equivalent of putting like water in like the ketchup bottle to try and give you like a little bit of extra ketchup. All right, one more. We got Mammons. We're chillin'. Cat food smells horrible. The fact that cats love it makes me respect them even less. They're lucky they're cute. I was gonna say, you saved yourself there. Just reading that first message, you can't come into this chat and be saying that. This motherfucker said wet food smells gross. Get rid of them. You did actually time them out for 600 seconds. Salty. Don't time them out a second time, excuse me. How long is that? 600 seconds? Wait, I'm trying to fix it. Okay, Salty, you better fucking fix this. Why did she ban them twice? I thought it was just 60 seconds that you timed them out for. Then I saw 600, and then I saw you do it again. That's crazy. My mods are toxic. It's insane. It was 10 minutes. I was gonna say that's... I don't know how long 600 seconds is, but I'm assuming it's till like at least the end of the stream. The default is 600 apparently, and the button is so teeny tiny. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Publicly executed. Publicly executed, then brought back. How does it feel to have died, Blush? I hope you learned your lesson. Don't ever talk shit about wet food ever again. Next time, we might not be so merciful. Our household culture doesn't talk horribly about our cats, threats, insults, and whatever else, mocking the fact that they can't understand us and only know all the love we show them. Yes, that is true. Cats don't understand how good we have it, but they also don't understand like how much fun we make fun of them, so... I mean, Gabby likes to go around and tell Pop-Tart that she's like barely alive and like just a single-celled organism, so... I understand where you're coming from. He's Gabby, she knows. She knows the truth. Poor little Pop-Tart. 1 year old and still doesn't have a brain. All she knows is beg for food, play in the sink, and be cuddly. And really, does she need to know anything else? I don't think so. That's more than enough little knowledge in her little noggin. Shithead once crawled in my cousin's bed with me and her while we were watching Adventure Time just to bite me on the back of the head. You know, I understand why that cat is named Shithead now. I get it. Like, Pop-Tart will claw the shit out of you, but never, like, on purpose. She'll claw the shit out of you because she's, like, you know, sitting on your lap and wants to readjust. and she doesn't realize that her claws are sharp. Or she'll like try and jump up on the bed and not jump high enough and accidentally like sink her claws into your arm instead of just landing on the bed. Like when it's a nitro. Last game of the day, I'm really bringing out the fucking nitros. Okay. Whatever. Does she ever paw at your hand and occasionally shoot her claws out? No. She's actually very good about like asking for attention and love. Like she will just come up to you and like she will paw at the back of your hand. But never in a way that's like aggressive. Like she'll just sort of tap you on the hand if she wants you to like pick her up. Bell shooting. There's also people coming from behind too. I think I want to rotate over this way. Hearing dogs. Is that the bell somewhere over here too? Might just find like a nice bush to hunker down in. These trees maybe. Do a little bit of scouting, see where I can see if I can't find people. Horse upset. Let's see. The grunts aren't disturbed over here. Let me rotate even further. There's obviously someone. There's someone going into the barn. Okay. There are several people in the barn. No, just one. I'm gonna assume that's probably the bell that I'm hearing. Or it could have been the team that I was hearing around back. I'm not sure. They're sending off like the horses and whatnot. Either way, I think I'm gonna try and rotate to get them. See if I can't land a shot in there. Oh, come on. Pace forward a little bit more. Pace forward. Ah, that wasn't a headshot. He's moving now. I still hear crows all the way back there, so I don't want to rotate too far over this way. Yeah, I think I needed to account for drop there. I'm gonna rotate too far over here because I don't know if this team is still on their way or not. Never mind. I think that answers that right there. Oh, they know. You. Okay, that's this team dealt with. Nice and easy. Yeah, they were sneaking up on me. Whew, that could have been bad. Bows and stuff too, jeez. And a chain pistol with Fanning. Getting defeated by a single hipfire shot? Yeah, pretty much. Still have the nitro to deal with though, so I'm not completely out of the woods yet. And that... Oh, a Mosin sniper. Ooh, yucky. Yucky, yucky. Ew, ew, ew. Bounty still in there? Yes. So don't know where Mr. LaBelle is. That bounty leaving? Yes, it is. No, that's not great. Okay, I'm really chancing this then with the LaBelle because I have no idea if they are where they are or if they're also going to try and deny extraction, but... Fuck. I think I found the LaBelle. Are they going for Rotjaw? What are they doing? They have to be. Or not Rotjaw, Hellborn. I just don't know if that was like someone on their team with a LaBelle. Or what? It's like, I kind of need things to be clear for me to actually snipe this team. If they have a nitro, they'll just fucking murder Hellborn and be, like, on their way. I hope this LaBelle also realizes that, but... Yeah, this is risky. I really don't like this right now. Mainly just considering that I don't really know where this LaBelle is or if they're on the same team. No, because that sounded like a LaBelle shot there, so maybe they were on the same team? There was definitely someone else, though, with a... like, the person who was sitting in the barn, though. I'm gonna assume is another solo sniper. I shouldn't have been peeking that so much. God damn it. There's a regular label. Shit. I was too far off. Damn, well, that's annoying. My crosshair placement was bad on that. So are they a team? I guess they were. Who had the nitro then? Someone had a nitro. Is it you? No, you have a carbine. You don't have a nitro. Definitely heard a nitro though. Oh well. Maybe they killed the nitro? I don't know what was going on there. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there, I think. Thank you to everyone for coming out today, though. I really, really appreciate it. This was a fun little weapon to use this week. I quite like it. Good old Lamat carbine, but with the scope. But yeah, give it a try if you want. This thing's pretty fun. It's definitely more versatile than a lot of the snipers in the game right now. I think that has something going for it. But anyways, I'm gonna go make some mac and cheese, I think, and eat that with Gabby. But thank you to everyone for coming out again. Really appreciate it. If you want to check out my other stuff, there's links down below: YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, all sorts of fun stuff, either in the description or in the widgets, depending on if you're on YouTube or Twitch. But yeah, thanks again, and I will... Oh, if you saw the recent Steam Hunt post, you're going to try their loadouts. Is that the one where they were talking about... oh yeah, experts share their choices about like what their favorite loadouts are. And like the first like fucking... The first ones are just like, I like Sparks Uppercut. Yes, I also like Sparks Uppercut. And it's like, Sparks at a drilling shorty. Like, Mosin and Katana, yeah. I don't think I'll play any of this because like a lot of it's just not weapons that I really have on my radar right now. But yeah, seeing the first to just be like, I like Mosin or Sparks Uppercut, and it's like, well, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. Thank you all a ton. I'll see you next week for some more silly loadouts.